With the Oscars right around the corner, I thought to check out what currently holds the record for the most nominations in the Academy Awards history with a total of 16. These are the nominations in question. And the film in question is, of course, Sinners. Set in 1932 Mississippi when Prohibition and Jim Crow laws were still in effect, it follows the Smokestack twins, both played by Michael B. Jordan, as they return home from a stint in Chicago to open up a juke, which is a hangout for African Americans where they can drink, gamble, listen to music, and all around have a good time. The only other film I've seen from director Ryan Coogler is the first Creed film, so I can't say I'm familiar with his filmography or his style of filmmaking. However, what I can admire is the incorporation of multiple genres within this work. I love it when a piece of media consists of several genres because it shows that it can be more than one thing. In the case of Sinners, it's a period piece, a supernatural horror, a gangster film, and a musical all rolled into one. When it comes to monsters, my favorite are of the metaphorical variety. I don't mean where it is nothing more than a fabrication, but rather that it stands for more than just that. Sure, it is a strange and dangerous creature, yet it represents something far greater. My go-to examples are Godzilla and the Babadook, which are metaphors for nuclear weapons and grief respectively. Anyway, I bring this up because within Sinners, vampires are present. They have the typical characteristics of a vampire, requiring blood and invitations and being vulnerable to garlic and sunlight. Nevertheless, they are an allegory for assimilation and supremacy. Not only do they think themselves superior to mortals, but they also consider their way of life to be better. Ironic considering the leader is a centuries-old Irishman. As far as criticisms go, Smoke and Stack aren't together all that much. There is a reason for Jordan to play two separate characters since they're in different locations concurrently and they have distinct personalities, but you'd think they'd spend most of their time with each other. I suppose it does save Jordan the trouble of having to film the same scene twice, so I will concede to that. The aspect ratio will change for whatever reason, sometimes taking up the full screen, but most of the time going for a letterbox format. Some viewers may be abhorred by the violence present, though fortunately, it is largely present only in one scene as the film is otherwise tame throughout. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed Sinners and highly recommend it. The films I like to see win Best Picture are the ones that don't fit the stereotypical Oscar-winning mold of a realistic drama, bonus points if based on a true story. I was impressed when The Shape of Water and Everything Everywhere All at Once both took home the highest prize since they're works of speculative fiction. However, I do believe the Best Picture winner should go to the best overall film of the year, regardless of genre.